Being smart is supposed to be an advantage. Good grades, sharp thinking, fast learning. But what if being too smart is actually dangerous? Not dangerous in a dramatic way. Dangerous in a quiet, psychological way. Because the same mind that solves problems faster also creates problems deeper. Today, we're talking about why high intelligence can become a disadvantage, how it changes you as a human being, and the psychology behind it. In this video, we'll be discussing 6 dangers of being too smart. Before we get to the video, I'd like you to like, subscribe, and share so more people can relate to this. Back to the video. 1. Intelligence versus happiness. Let's start with a hard truth. Intelligence does not guarantee happiness. In fact, multiple studies show that highly intelligent people are more prone to anxiety and depression. Why? Because smart people don't just think more. They overthink. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman described how the human brain runs on 2 systems: fast intuition and slow analysis. Highly intelligent people rely heavily on the slow system. They analyze everything: motives, consequences, possibilities. This means they replay conversations. They imagine worst-case scenarios. They question their own choices. The mind never rests. And when your brain never rests, peace becomes rare. 2. The curse of awareness. Being smart often means being too aware. You see patterns others miss. You see flaws others ignore. You see problems before they arrive. That sounds like power, until you realize it also means you see the instability of systems, the hypocrisy in people, the fragility of life. Psychologists call this existential awareness. It's linked to higher intelligence and higher existential anxiety. You don't just live life. You analyze life. And that makes it harder to simply enjoy it. 3. Social isolation. Another danger of being too smart is isolation. Highly intelligent people often feel misunderstood, bored by small talk, disconnected from others. Not because they are better, but because they think differently. According to social comparison theory, humans bond by similarity. When your way of thinking doesn't match the group, connection becomes harder. So what happens? Smart people learn to stay quiet, downplay their thoughts, pretend not to notice things. Over time, this creates loneliness, not because no one is around, but because no one feels on your wavelength. 4. Paralysis by analysis. Being too smart can also destroy action. Psychologists call this analysis paralysis. When you can see every possible outcome, every possible risk, every possible failure, decision-making becomes heavy. Instead of asking, "What do I want?" you ask, "What could go wrong?" And the more intelligent you are, the more detailed that list becomes. So you wait, you prepare, you hesitate. Meanwhile, less thoughtful people act. And sometimes, action beats intelligence. 5. Emotional cost. Another hidden danger is emotional suppression. Smart people often rely on logic to survive. They explain their pain instead of feeling it. Psychology calls this intellectualization, a defense mechanism where emotions are turned into concepts. Instead of saying, "I'm hurt," they say, "This reaction makes sense given my childhood." Instead of crying, they analyze. And while that feels controlled, it keeps pain stuck inside. 6. The burden of potential. Being smart also creates a new pressure, expectation, from others, and from yourself. You're too smart to fail. You should be doing more. You could be anything. This leads to fear of failure, which psychologist Carol Dweck links to fixed identity thinking. When intelligence becomes your identity, mistakes feel like proof you're not enough. So you avoid risk, avoid new challenges, avoid being seen trying. And slowly, your potential becomes a cage. So is being smart a curse? No, but unbalanced intelligence is. When thinking replaces feeling, when awareness replaces joy, when analysis replaces action, when potential replaces living. The real danger of being too smart is believing your mind is all you need. Because humans don't thrive on intelligence alone. They thrive on connection, meaning, emotion, movement. Smartness is a tool, not a personality, not a shield, not a life. And the smartest thing a smart person can do is learn when to stop thinking and start living. If this resonated with you, you're probably smart enough to understand it and brave enough to face it. Like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. What's one way your intelligence has helped you, and one way it's hurt you?